Hi, my friends. Would you like to try making a hive? You can pretend to be a bee because you are going to go from flower to flower and you're going to sip up the nectar and take the pollen on your legs, and then you're going to fly using your antennas to find the way, fly back to your hive, and then you are going to put that nectar into one of the cells and make some honey, and then chew up that pollen and spit it out to make more cells. And you're feeding the babies, and you're feeding the larvae, and you're making a special honey for the queen called royal jelly. Wow. So let's get to work making those cells. Here I wrote inside a beehive, just like inside Eric Carle's book, The Tree the Bees Have Made Their Hive. Now, I left you a picture in your packet that you can color with some bees. There's 3 bees, and you'll see the shape of the hexagon. The hexagon has how many sides? Do you remember? 6 sides. You've got it. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the reason why the bees make a hexagon shape, they probably don't call it hexagon, but it's a really efficient, that means easy, and what would be another word? You can get the most of the cells when they're shaped like a hexagon. See how many fit together in that space? I think I gave you 12, so you'll need a glue stick. If you can find a glue stick. Oh, Teacher Shelley, I forgot to get my glue stick. But you can start gluing your cells onto the hole in the tree and make your beehive or your cells, okay? And see if you can connect them together. I'm going to see if I can find where I put that glue stick. Hold on, guys. Okay, well, can't find my glue stick, but I can show you that your cells should start to look something like this, connected. Now, when your cells are on your tree, after you're done using all 12, you can put some honey into some of them, because some are going to have honey, okay? I'm going to make 2 of my cells, I'm going to make honey. Now in another one of my cells, maybe I'm going to have, how about, what else was in the cells? Do you remember from the Honeybee and the Robber book? How about a little egg? Okay, now in another cell, you can fit another one on top right up here. Do you see how those fit together? I think maybe I will make, how about, maybe I'll make the larva, kind of like the little caterpillar before it hatches. Okay, and so each of your cells should have something in them as you're building your hive. Maybe half of them will have your honey, just like these bees have done. Some of these actually, oh, do you see the little egg on those? And then all the ones up on top have honey. And then a lot of those cells have the little egg. Which one lays the eggs? Do you remember? Good job, the queen. You've got it. So tomorrow when Teacher Carrie comes, I hope your tree will be filled with all those hexagon shapes to make a hive and have honey, eggs, or larvae, Or maybe even the bee. I can show you some of these. Here we have the egg, and then we have the larva, and then we go through metamorphosis, and the larva starts to turn into a bee, just like our butterfly. So metamorphosis, metamorphosis, when something changes from that to this. First comes the egg, then it crawls before it sleeps, then it goes to sleep and don't make a peep until I'm a honeybee. Metamorphosis, when something changes from that to this. Isn't that cool, my friends? Now, after you're done with your beehive, I have some fun bee games you can do with a parent or older brother or sister or maybe a friend. And you're going to take turns drawing one line. Then maybe the next person wants to do this line of a hexagon. Now maybe you want to do this line. Whoops. Then maybe your friend wants to do this line. Sorry, it's a little hard for me to write. Now, if you close the last line on one of those cells, one of those hexagons, you get to write the first letter of your name in there. So I'll put S for Shelly. Okay, so it's a game. And the first person to close a cell or a hexagon gets to put their initials. So that's one fun game using hexagons or honeycomb. And then there are a few other things for you, my friends. I think you have a busy, helpful bees too. And help the bee find its way back to the beehive. Trace the bee's path from flower to flower until it gets home. Now, do you remember how a bee tells the other bees where it got the nectar? Do you remember what it does? Yes, the bee dance. It waggles its abdomen in different curves. Sometimes a figure 8, or sometimes just half circle. And it's telling the other bees the direction to the flowers that it got the honey. It's called the honeybee dance. Isn't that interesting, my friends? That was discovered about 50 years ago. A man studying bees was wondering how the other bees knew where some of the bees got their honey or got their nectar. And he watched them carefully and he discovered that bees actually communicate with each other through a dance, the honeybee dance. Alrighty, my friend, that is it today. Tomorrow will be math, and you've got some pages in here called Bee Math Packet. Wait until tomorrow for instructions from Teacher Melissa or Teacher Carrie, and I'm going to be looking for your hive and see if you played your game. And if you want to, you can color some honey in some of these cells too. So don't forget to get your work done. It's been a fun day. We have French next too. Wow, 4 videos today, guys. Thank you for staying with me this whole time. And I love you very much. I'll see you on Zoom with the PM class on Thursday. We'll practice our songs again. And then the AM class on Friday. And I hope you can show me some of your fun things on tomorrow. You're actually going to make a honeybee. So it's not too late. Go get some poster paint, some black and some yellow. Hopefully you've got some. And if not, a black and a yellow marker can work too. Okay, so you can try a marker. And then you need an egg, 3 portions of an egg carton. And I think I gave you the wings and the eyes and some legs. Okay, we'll have Teacher Christy explain that to you tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday. The sun is going to warm up Seattle, and I think we can do some observing of honeybees outside. And promise never, ever, ever kill a honeybee. We need them to carry that pollen from plant to plant so we get more plants. And if we don't have honeybees, it would be very sad. So, boys and girls, take care of the honeybee. If they bother you, just them away and have a great day. Oh,